In this lab, we will look at the basics of ArcMap and projections. Shapefiles are distributed in one of two ways. They can be unprojected files, or they can be projected files. Unprojected files store location information using latitude and longitude. Projected files use some kind of a projection, such as the Texas statewide system. Decisions about how a file is distributed is made by the data custodian. In this demonstration, I have downloaded a shapefile of US counties. In this case, the file was downloaded from the US Census Bureau. The custodian of this data, the US Census Bureau, has decided to distribute shapefiles as unprojected data. I will add this file to ArcMap. To determine if the file is projected or not, right-click on the layer and select Properties. Switch to the Source tab. If all you see in this window is a section titled Geographic Coordinate System, it indicates that the shapefile is unprojected. I will now add a projected version of the same data. Let's look at the layer properties. Notice that this has two sections, one on projected coordinate systems and the other on geographic coordinate systems. The projected coordinate system tells you which system is being used by the file. In this case, the shapefile uses the USA contiguous Lambert conformal conic system. Also pay attention to the line titled linear unit. This is important as all spatial operations done on this layer will use meters as their default unit. For example, if you calculate area, it will be calculated in square meters. All projection definitions in ArcMap come with a predefined linear unit. In some rare cases, shapefiles may be distributed without appropriate projection information. This is bad practice, but it happens sometimes. When you add such files to ArcMap, you will see a warning stating that ArcMap is unable to figure out which system is being used by this file. Such files can be repaired. However, you must know what system is being used. This information is sometimes included in the documentation for the data. In this example, I know that this file was produced using the USA contiguous Lambert conformal conic system. I will use the Define Projection tool to repair this file. The Define Projection tool can be found in Arc Toolbox, Data Management, Projections and Transformations, and Define Projection. Be careful not to use the Project tool. To repair a file, you must use the Define Projection tool. We'll select the input data. You can see that the coordinate system in this case is unknown. I'm going to click on this file to give me a list of available choices. Now you can either navigate through the system by clicking on the plus signs, and these systems are typically organized by regions, uh, over time, of course, you get a better sense of where things are located. But an easier way is to simply search for the system that you're interested in. In this case, we know that the file uses the USA contiguous Lambert conformal conic system. And again, you may not be able to type the whole thing out, but type as much as you can. And that should give you a filtered list of available choices. And in this case, since we're pretty specific about what we're looking for, we end up with the one choice, which is the correct system. So select that, push OK, and once it defines the projection, you'll notice that the file has been prepared. So let's go ahead and start a new document. And I'm going to add this file that I had called projected bad data. So this is the file that gave me the error before. And in this case, I no longer see the problem.